I'm here with Nick Miller, Managing Partner of Fortitude Investment Partners. Nick, thanks very much for participating in the Investment Leaders Forum New Zealand.
Thanks for having me, James. It's been a great event.
Great pleasure to have you. Nick, you focus on domestic mid-market private equity. What do you see as the most attractive qualities in that space?
I think it's essentially the ability to be able to invest in high-quality businesses at attractive valuations. And within the lower mid-market, there's simply a huge number of opportunities and very few managers chasing after them. So if you've got the ability to go and source and identify those hidden gems, you've got the ability to outperform over a long period of time.
As you've said, it's a very large opportunity set. So how do you go about narrowing it, and what are the key criteria you look for in a potential investee business?
It's a lot of hard work, to be honest, a lot of human capital. So yes, we do use AI and tools, but essentially it's a lot of shoe leather and going out and meeting a whole bunch of businesses. But essentially it comes back to three fundamental things, which is a good market, so a market that has strong investment thematics coming in behind it, a good business that has a proven competitive advantage that you can see within the margins, the growth rate, the market share that they're gaining, and good people, a good management team, a good leader, someone that you can back to really kind of drive further market share gains going forward.
The old science versus art question, Nick. What do you see as the art of a successful private equity investment? What are the three really top things you have to keep in mind?
Yeah, similar to the previous question, I think, which is around finding a business that has a strong metrics and gaining market share, so good momentum in a market that has strong tailwinds coming in behind it. So you've got a good swimmer swimming with the tide. But the most important element is the people. And so bringing in highly talented people or backing highly talented people to take a really good business in a good market and grow it strongly over time.
What's the most enjoyable aspect of looking at so many eclectic businesses, and likewise, what are the main frustrations of your work?
Yeah, the thing I love about my job is essentially meeting really good entrepreneurs, good founders, good CEOs, and understanding how their businesses work. There's a bunch of niche businesses and niche areas that it's really interesting to understand how they're making money and how they're able to perform strongly over a long period of time. And it's the engineering me, thinking about how to, build businesses and what makes them tick. The frustrating thing is sometimes you find a really interesting business in a really interesting market, and then you understand the financials, and it's can sometimes be a little bit depressing going through a whole bunch of businesses that just haven't quite made the grade.
Across this wonderful event, Nick, we've heard so many views on markets, but also we've talked about framing these themes for advised clients. What's been your greatest takeaway so far from the Investment Leaders Forum?
Yeah, I think there's probably two. One, which is understanding the need for advisors and their clients in terms of what the challenges are for accessing an asset class like ourselves within private equity. I think that's been really interesting. But then also from an overall investment thematic, a couple of the macroeconomic themes that I've seen, which is around essentially the deglobalization and the shifting to the home economy, which I think plays within the lower mid-market private equity quite well within Australasia.
Nick Miller from Fortitude, it's been a pleasure having you at the Investment Leaders Forum.
Thank you, James.